Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rohan Das Gupta, and in this video, I am going to give you a demonstration on how to make interactive videos using PlayPosit. So what you got to do first is on the right top here, click on the sign in, and then assuming that you do not have an account here, we will just create an account here. In this step, you will have to choose yourself as I am an instructor and enter your name, first name, your last name, what your students call you as, your email ID. Then you got to, repost your email ID and then choose a password for you. And after that, you can just click on submit. So once you click on submit, this will open into a consent form. There are various things that they will ask you for consent for, but I will just stick to the bare minimum here for the demo. So here you have to just agree to the privacy policy and terms of use, and you can click on continue. You can then choose who your primary viewers are. My primary viewers are undergraduate students, so I'll click that and continue. Then you have to select what is the primary content area. Today, I have chosen a video in the field of art and music, so I'll be clicking on art and music and continue. For the rest part of it, it is skippable, so I will skip those parts. You can fill them if you wish. So I'll skip where do you work and how do you hope to use interactive videos. I'm going to skip this part and I'll just click on basic because the pro version is paid. So I'll just click on basic for this demonstration. So once I click on that, it will open onto the home page, which will look something like this, which is absolutely there is nothing there. So the first thing that we ought to do here is to create a class. Now, if you just see on the left hand side here, you see classes. So click on this. And once you click on this, you get this option here called as create your first class. This is very similar to how you create a class in Google Classroom. So here I'm going to add the name of the class. I'm going to name it as guitar lessons and I will save it. So once I save it, you can see it that the class is being created here. Now, what you can do is you can just click here on the learners tab and here you get a class code. So this code needs to be shared with your students, and when the students log into PlayPosit, and of course they will have to select I am a student, then they will be able to join this class using this class code. Or otherwise also you can click on add learners here and using the class code and the URL or upload the learners in the form of their email ID. So if you have a file, Excel file of the email IDs of the learners, you can just upload it here and they will get a direct mail asking, to join this class. So this is the first part where you create the class and you add the learners. Then the next part of it is that we will create some bulbs. Now, bulbs are basically interactive content. Now, here you see we will have to click on create your first bulb. So when I click on that, on the left hand side, you will notice that there are various things that are considered as bulbs here. You can upload your MP3, that is an audio file. You can upload a video that you have made. You can even record directly on this interface. Or for simplicity, what we are going to do today is we are going to take one YouTube video and we are going to insert the URL of the video. This is quite common. I mean, a lot of instructors use the YouTube video of other instructors to share it with their students. So I'm going to just click on input URL and I am simply going to paste the URL that I took from YouTube. It is going to take some time and you can see here that the video is loaded onto PlayPosit. Now you can change the title if you wish to, or you can just click on done. Once you have clicked on done, a new window will come up. It's a split window. On the left hand side, you will have to do the editing, and on the right hand side, you can see in real time whether those spots are getting added or not. So video segments, yeah, this is the first part which is already done. Now I'm going to insert some interactions because we are going to make interactive videos. Okay. So here when I click on interactions, here at the bottom, you will have to add an interaction at. Now you have to select where you want to add. You will have to first go through the video and see where you want to add which kind of interaction. So for example, if I want to add an interaction at 2 minutes 39 seconds, so I will drag this video here up to 2 minutes 39 seconds here exactly. Okay. And once I do that, you see here the button has changed on its own, saying add an interaction at 2:39. So then I can click on this. And once I add that, there are so many different type of interactions that are coming up. Multiple choice, check all, free response, fill in the blanks, discussion, poll, etc., etc. You can explore all of this at your own, and what we are going to do here is we are going to choose one of the most popular options that we use for interaction, that is the multiple choice. So once I click on multiple choice, here it gives me the option to, type in the question. So let me type in a question of, let's say something like, what are the 1, 4, 5 chords of a C major scale? So something to do with music. And here I can give in the options like C, D, E, or I can give in the option as C, F, G, or even I can add more options like C, G, uh, E, something like that. Okay. And let's say my second option is the correct answer. So I click on this button and I can add it as mark correct. Okay. So what will happen is when I click on done here, the video will add this interaction at 2:39. When the learner is watching this video, the video will stop here and this question will pop up. And until and unless they choose the answer, it may be the correct or the wrong answer, they won't be able to go forward. And moreover, what we can do is we can add feedback also. So here, if I add feedback, this is the incorrect answer, so that can be a feedback. Similarly, this same feedback I can add to the other incorrect answer, and I can add the feedback of this is the correct answer to the correct answer. So like that, you can add your own interaction and feedback to that, whatever you wish. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on done. So it's just creating the interaction. So like this, the interaction is going to come and add an interaction in 2:39. So if I just move it from here, I can see that exactly at 2:39 there is a dot. That means that interaction has been added. Similarly, let's say I want to add another interaction at 5 minutes 16 seconds. So I will drag it to 5 minutes 16 seconds and I will add an interaction at 5 minutes 16 seconds. Let's say I want to have a poll here. I want to have a poll here. Okay. And let's say, which genre of music is this lesson most suited for? Okay. And then I can have an answer like Indian Carnatic music, or let's say blues and jazz. Okay, something like that. You can add even more options. There is going to be no correct answer here, right? But you can add your feedback to this. Okay, so let's say something like, I don't think so this can be applied to this genre. Okay, this lesson can be applied to this genre. Or you can write something like, add feedback and to blues and jazz. I think this lesson can be applied to this genre. So something like that. And you can click on done. So here also you can see, just if you move the cursor, there is another what do you say, interaction that is added here. So on and so forth, you can add multiple interactions in this video. So I will leave it up to you there, and we will go on to the last step, that is the review. So if you just review it, and you can add your learning objective here, you can add some tags here which are not too necessary. Yeah, but privacy you can change as per your, the bulb will be visible to members of your school site, so you can click that if you do not want this bulb to be, seen outside, etc., etc. That is completely up to how you want the privacy settings should be. And after you have done all of that, you can just save and exit. So once I save and exit, what I see here is that there is a bulb that is created. Okay. And here, after the bulb is created, what I can do is I can assign it to a class. So I will click on assign. So once I click on assign, you see here that this class is already there. Now, what I have to do is I have to select a date and time. So let's say I'm selecting Monday 12th, and I will select a time. Time is selected already, but if you want to change it, let's say you want this at 10 a.m., you can select it as 10 a.m. So that is there. And then you can either take the link here, copy it and post it, or just by doing this, you have already assigned it to a class. Okay, so I will just close this window, and then I will just go to the class once to see whether that is added. Yes. So once I go into the class, you can see here that that bulb is added here. So now the learners that were added to that class, right? They will be watching this video. They will be interacting with this video. And then when they start interacting with this video, you can see the grade book here. Obviously, there is no data available now because there are no students added onto it. But when they're added, students wise, you can get to see who has seen how much part of the video, who has answered to what question, etc., etc. And then again here in the learners data, you will get to see the learner's name, email, bulbs attempts, that means how many bulbs they have attempted, the time spent here, etc., etc. So I think gradebook is something that will be of great help for you in the data analytics of each and every student, so that you can take precautionary actions. So I hope this video was useful for you into learning how to make interactive videos using PlayPosit, number one, and then how to make a class in PlayPosit and add your students to that, so that that interactive video can be seen by your learners. Thank you for your time. Thank you.